Oh my god, yo, look, Nina.
Oh, I'm like looking at the floor, bro. Like the past, let's just have fun, feel me? I just have a good stream. Everybody should have a new chance, feel me?
Everybody, including me and XQC apparently, is talking crazy about rayasianboy and his recent collab with Nina. Waking up and seeing this news is honestly not surprising. I thought it was only a matter of time about how some of these streamers have been moving and have been really fake recently, as Nina has been collabing with a bunch of other people, but somehow everybody in the world is denouncing her, even people like Ray, who literally a week or two ago was talking crazy and spitting on a picture of her, yet now is in here collabing with her saying she deserves a new chance. It's really dumb, and the reasoning for it makes no real sense. I just want to sit here and make fun of how fake certain streamers can be, just because I talked about how crazy their communities are when we have some of these streamers doing stuff like this. But I don't want to yap too much, so let's start from the very beginning with who even are these people in case you're unaware.
Whose car is this? This you?
Yo, that's mine, that's mine. Yo.
Yeah, nah, this one's fire. I ain't gonna lie, Ray. This one gonna be like a good first pick.
Nah.
This as a first car to drive? Come on, Ray.
Yeah, I got it.
Ray, listen. It's gonna be fire, bro.
For the unaware, this is rayasianboy, another streamer who is closely tied with Kai Cenat. And outside of being tied to Kai Cenat, he is funny on his own. That's how he amassed a pretty large audience, even being nominated in the most recent streamer awards for certain categories. And the person he's doing a collab with is Nina Lin. If you don't know who Nina Lin is, she was someone who was targeted with a lot of hate recently due to essay allegations. Not really allegations, because there were multiple clips that had resurfaced showing her doing things to people that is very inappropriate without their consent, with even her at a certain point owning up to it and saying that she is sad about what she did and that she takes full accountability for it. But recently has been on an entire tour, basically taking back any apologies she gave out and just showing that she actually doesn't care about those actions, and in her hardest of hearts doesn't think she should have been banned for the situation that happened at all, and that people are really over exaggerating it. And Ray, one of the people she has collabed with, is actually one of these people who called her out and actually spit in her face in a way.
Bro, streaming you yearbook. Yeah, I finally got mine.
My bag's ripped. You know what I mean? It's all
Oh my god, yo, look, Nina.
you hear me? Oh,
Yeah. What are you gonna do about it, Nina? Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Now, obviously, that's not calling out her actions exactly, but this was literally over 2 weeks ago when he did this whole incident. A lot of people thought he did it because his PR, Ray specifically, was going down and plummeting because of a bunch of things he was doing on stream, like making fun of her Kai for being black, making monkey noises, things of that nature, and being overall pretty weird with his verbiage while he was on stream. And they thought because a lot of hate was being sent to Nina, him doing this was basically a way of him saving his PR, which, if that is the case, is already weird on its own. But even if it isn't, and he was just doing this to denounce her actions that have been happening all over the internet recently, then it doesn't make any real sense for him to instantly flip this week and actually do a collab with her when, again, people that he's already collabed with and people that he's been around have called out Nina Lin as well and talked about these actions that have been going on. And his excuse for why he's collabing with her doesn't make it any better.
I'm like looking at the floor, bro. Like the past, let's just have fun, feel me? I just have a good stream, feel me? That's me, gang. I'm Kid Buck, bro. I said the N-word before. I got a lot of bad past. I said some crazy. Oh, got banned on Twitter. Almost went to kick. I feel me? Everybody should have a new chance, feel me? And Nina, I see Nina as a man, bro. That's how I think, bro. That's how I think of, bro. No cap, bro.
Crazy take by Novly, but essay on a deeper level, especially multiple times while being recorded with multiple people coming out saying that they were uncomfortable with it. Her originally even saying that she did do those things and she's sorry she made people uncomfortable is not on the same level as Ray saying the N-word. I know it might be crazy, but I feel like essay is going to outweigh saying the N-word 10 times out of 10. Now, should Ray be saying that? Definitely not, but essay is something that I don't think should be forgiven by just anybody, or really forgiven at all, and with a amount of people that are actually doing it. Because I like to sit here and just farm Ray and say he's being an idiot, which he is, and say he's being dumb, which he is, but it's not just Ray doing this and knowingly doing this trying to give her a second chance. It's other people as well, like the Wendy Ortiz sisters, who had them on their stream recently when they were doing some type of subathon, and we're over here basically saying she's probably not going to be able to go go to the Streamer Awards because of her situation, and they think it's dumb because the Streamer Awards are having people go there that are apparently homophobic.
I don't know. I don't know how that is. I don't think I'm even going this year. With the whole going on, they're definitely not gonna let me go.
Yeah, what?
What? The whole.
But you,
So?
what does that mean?
You're back. I am, but who knows?
Do you not know how many guys and streamers say homophobic? They've done so much, and they're still gonna go.
I feel like they just like bashing you more because
They
you're a
do.
girl.
They do. No, you know what? It's because they don't like outspoken girls.
Yeah.
They don't like
Wait,
girls
no.
who-
You need to go. WJZ with the 5 gets there. No. If you don't go, you're gonna sneak in like how you did in the Grammys.
Oh my god.
Was it?
That shit-
Hey, well, it was the Grammys and the Met.
There is definitely some truth in this clip. Certain streamers definitely say and do very weird things that should not be acceptable and should not happen or have them go to the Streamer Awards. In that same vein though, so is what Nina did. I don't know why we're sitting here trying to compare being homophobic to the same level, again, SSA, but that is apparently what we are doing, and they are not on that same level. And crazy thing here, they both are actually just bad. Two things can happen at once. What Nina did is bad, and anybody being homophobic or weird in that regard is also bad and should not be accepted into those spaces or places. And there really shouldn't be put levels to it to be like, hey, as long as you did this thing and not this thing instead, well, you're allowed to be here. That is all fake. That is all weird. And this whole thing shouldn't be happening. Ray should not be collabing with her. The Wendy Ortiz sister should not be collabing with her, especially for how she's been acting after the situation happened, which I've been talking about a lot. But in case y'all haven't seen, I will pull up a clip to show how she's been making fun of this essay situation. Keep in mind, after putting out an apology saying that her actions were wrong.
I mean, it's hot, right? Oh, why you always hitting me? Stop with those. Oh, can't touch you no more because I have to make a sign of idea. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, that's gonna be tough, bro. It's gonna come up 3 months later. I won't come. Oh, me punch you? You want me to punch you?
You just have that in the air or no?
You sure? So I am not you. No. I am not. You consent to this.
Yes.
You fully am okay with. You will not use this clip against me later in 3 months later.
Never.
Or 9 months later.
No.
Or 6 months later.
No.
No?
Wait, can I say something? Can I say something?
What?
He can't sign no consent because he's 16, so I'm not gonna lie. Yo, call your lawyer.
Mother. No, hey, you can't do that. Yo, actually, no, you can't do that. You do whatever you want because in the court of law, you are.
No, you need a legal guardian to sign for him.
We gotta do that. We really gotta do that. We gotta do that, now, bro. Because get tight over anything these days. Hey, WPR. I ain't gonna lie, the PR going crazy right now. Hey, chat, WPR in the chat, bro.
Now, I don't know if I need to get my eyes cleaned, but that doesn't look like somebody that's remorseful for their actions or even put out an apology recently talking about how they felt a type of way and they felt bad for how they hurt people, going and making fun of the entire situation and the people you apparently hurt, yet still is able to get mainstream collabs with a bunch of big names and them just not care at all. It is very odd, very weird, and when you look at it even more, it makes no real sense, especially when some of these people are people that were literally talking bad about her and denouncing her actions, yet are happy to have them on their platform all of a sudden, like Ray. And it doesn't just end there, because apparently she was on Lala Baptista's stream as well, not really talking about the situation at all, but just being present on the stream, knowing what she did and knowing how she was acting afterwards.
I can't. Like, okay, do you understand? Sleeper build. For you to be like this all the time. You understand. You understand. Like, dude, you gotta have to be looking like this all the time. Like, I don't know how she does it. Like, hey, props to you.
No, wait, your body is way for tea.
No,
Lala.
you're
You're more like curvy. Like, you have more of an hourglass.
No, Lala, have you seen yourself?
No.
I know this girl's not telling me right now, bro.
Yes.
No, I swear. She got it. Lala really do got it, bro. Body T all the way.
Thank you. We both do.
You know, before I was like, the first thing I did when I first started, I had to sit down and be like, yo, Cinco is so lucky, I'm a girl.
Oh.
And I'm a straight girl.
I heard you say that before.
Because I was like, yo, I said that like 3 times already. I'm like, yo, because if I was a guy, oh my God, you're not safe.
Dead.
Bro.
I remember, I think you said that before.
Cinco will have to square up with me in the boxing ring. Like that.
Good vibes, good energy. I mean, she only put her hands on somebody when they didn't want to and made them feel very uncomfortable to the point of having to come out a million years later because of how the internet was reacting to it and what the internet was calling them. And even made another person come out after the entire situation because of how uncomfortable she made them as well. Yet she's able to still sit here, get mainstream collabs, and be able to be on these people's streams as if nothing has happened and as if she even showed a bit of remorse, which just isn't the case at all. Even outside of the whole remorse thing, you would think after those actions happened, she would genuinely changes how she acts on stream, and that's just not the case at all. Because you can see from even her most recent stream with Ray that she is still on the exact same wave, acting the exact same way.
I'm sorry.
Go tell chat how sorry you are. Tell chat how sorry you are.
I'm very sorry, bro.
And?
I'm sorry, and
Nina does not have
yeah, Nina don't have a
and Nina's not a
Nina is not
and I'm a
I'm a
tell them how you're
I'm very sorry.
tell them how you're
I'm a
and I threw the table down. I broke the table. Say I broke the table.
I broke the table.
Yep, I broke it twice.
I broke a price.
It's all my fault.
It's more my fault.
And now I will go back to Taiwan to reflect on it and come back.
And now I'll go back to Taiwan.
No, I will go to Taiwan and reflect on it and come back.
I know content creation in general is fake. That's not a crazy take, and that's not a crazy hypothesis or a crazy conclusion to come to, but it's just seeing how fake some of these people are that genuinely baffles my mind, because the main form of content nowadays is live streaming. You can only pretend so much on a stream that you can other forms of content like YouTube, TikTok, or anything else where it literally isn't live in front of their face. But even in this regard, doing collabs, these are things that are set up prior. These are things that are happening before the cameras go live, and people genuinely aren't doing any research, seeming to care, or even look into the situations at all. And what makes this all worse is that Nina actually did have another apology where she apparently was announcing her actions and talking about how, hey, all you gotta do is move better and have remorse for what you did. And everything I've just shown you, you can honestly come to the conclusion yourself that she has no real remorse at all.
You know what I'm saying? And if you it's okay. Own up to your and keep it pushing. Be better. No one's perfect, bro. Literally, no one is perfect. You feel me? Like this is the one message I want everyone to hear. Evelyn and Wendy's chat and my own chat. I'm sure my own chat hear this all the time, but I'm serious. Like coming from who always joking around. I'm always joking around. I'm always down to banter and all that. But real talk though, that's the reason why I came back. Okay.
Yeah, true. Actually would be true if she showed any sign of reform or improvement on that particular topic, but she doubled, tripled down, underplayed, and mocked the events that happened many times. How was this person changed? Bro, milking the spotlight. Performative. XQC hit the nail on the head. And what makes this whole situation more annoying to me is some people might call out and be like, hey, even someone like me, Novly, you will shell out if Nina says she's gonna hit you up for a collab, which just isn't true and wouldn't happen. But I'm also not in the positions that Ray, Wendy Ortiz, Lala are, where they are perfectly fine without doing a collab with Nina. They actually don't need to do it at all. Have you seen Ray's numbers? They are at the top of the charts. They are in the 1% in their field. A collab with Nina is not changing that number. So they don't have to do a collab with her. They don't have to accept those actions. They can actually just continue moving as if she is not in the streaming world. But yet people are going to give her chance after chance after chance when she has shown herself that she doesn't even deserve any chances based on her actions. And the streaming community is just so fake that there are so many people calling it out at this point. Even Kendall Joseph, when he was talking about the situation way when it first happened, called out how fake some of the people who are even in this exact situation are.
Who's the fakest? I'm gonna be honest, chat. I'm gonna call it what it is. There's not a specific fake person in Twitch. I think everybody's fake in some way, because if you really think about it, everybody's there in friendships because of monetary gain. You know what I mean? If you're not popping, you don't get to hang out with the groups. If you popping, you get invited. We get the clip from, we get to work together. I get the gain off you get the gain off me. That's what it is. So it's not really fake, I guess, in a way. I guess it's just business. So now, if you're trying to say people feel they're friends, no. Look at the Nina Lynn situation. Now, I'm not saying Nina Lynn was like in the right or anything, or like, you know, essay is really bad, obviously. But you see how many hopped on the hate train? Any person that gets hate, that does deserve it. You would think like friends would be quiet and stuff like that or whatever, but cut them off. Even, you know what's crazy? I'm not even saying they have no right to cut them off, but the Nina Lynn situation was 3 months ago. Why didn't people cut her off before? Why did people wait until it got into Twitter to cut her off? Does that make sense? So I'm not saying like they're wrong for cutting her off or whatever, but I'm saying, why did they wait 3 months to cut them off when everybody been seen the clip. Everybody seen the clip 3 months ago.
He is obviously talking about the inverse here with cutting people off, but I still feel like it applies with the situation that's going on at hand with people bringing her on and still platforming her. And I feel like it's very important to mention that purely because there was another person who was a part of the situation that a lot of people don't really talk about or don't really mention, which is Zoe Spencer, who has basically been completely shut down from the entire streaming industry and has been doing collabs with like Z-tier rappers or even the high-end rappers that she does have on stream, blatantly disrespecting her and at times feel like a humiliation ritual. It's pretty odd to see that Zoe Spencer and Nina Lynn act the exact same way. We're in the exact same situation, worse on Zoe ends honestly because she was the one actually performing the actions, and yet they are being treated completely differently in the streaming space. Their personalities are literally the same. A lot of people were getting mad at Zoe Spencer because they're saying she is too aggressive and she does too much, and yet Nina Lynn is literally on that same level, mainly with Zoe Spencer biting people. If you haven't seen any of her clips or truly don't know who she is.
W Dre, I got y'all dude. Y'all can stop.
I bit him. On my raindrop, I am the sea. With you and God, with son of a I'm so beautifully. It's good.
You have a nice voice.
I do? Do you think I can sing?
Not anymore.
Real bro, you didn't even pull up with nothing. You a b****.
Don't talk to my dog.
You just got here.
Whoa.
Who you? Bro, she's crazy, bro. Did you call me? I apologize.
It was a prank. I was on Twitter.
Bro, cause you be wilding on me. You call me a. You call me a. You calling me a in front of all these mother people?
Hey, cut.
Buddy. You. I'm embarrass you. You calling me a in front of all these mother. Yo, it's quiet. I don't even know. I don't give a if it's quiet. I don't even see nobody calling me a. What you talking about? Call me in front of all these mother.
And when you go even deeper and compare how Zoe talks about the situation compared to Nina Lynn, it honestly gives me an aneurysm thinking about how people are allowing Nina Lynn back into these spaces after barely even having the situation pass for little over a month, how Twitch has reacted to it, how these streamers have reacted to it, and yet everybody is just with open arms accepting her. Yet you will be hard pressed to see Zoe Spencer on a stream with anybody that's mainstream at this point, that's popping, that has any bit of motion, or even hear her name mentioned. And yet Nina Lynn is going around talking about this entire situation as if she doesn't care, making jokes, still putting her hands on people, still acting aggressive. Yet when Zoe Spencer comes and talks about the situation, she is in a very professional manner, still denouncing her actions, and yet is being treated as if she has the play.
Around that same time, there's a clip with him and another guy named Silky, which is he's the assistant to. Yeah. They're in the car and they're laughing about it. Like Silky told him, you know, I brought you back. This is now the day after. This is when the clip happened. He's like, you know, I brought you back so you could see her again, like so she could like, you know, playfully play with you. Like, and he was laughing at it. He never said anything about uncomfortability, nothing. So I was extra confused because it's like you guys are laughing about it in the car. A few months later, you're saying you were by me. I'm just like, huh? But it doesn't make me feel good at all. And it's like, if I still made you feel uncomfortable, I'm sorry, because I never want anybody to come onto my platform. Like, I want everybody to feel comfortable with.
Now, in my eyes, they both wrong. They both should really be exiled because they both are taking parts in actions that people don't agree with, don't like, and honestly, in a content style that I think is pretty stupid and done with. But you cannot sit here and tell me that one is still allowed to have mainstream collabs, be in the mainstream eye in any way, and the other one is somehow exiled to being humiliated and talked bad to by rappers that don't even need to be on their platform, and overall taking humiliation and disrespect that both of them should be sharing.
Hold on, you know how to do a deep voice and you want to hear it? No, hell no. All right, got you.
Oh, you is that girl. No. Who that girl did what you call it? Hey, get up.
No, that's not me.
I'm seeing it as weird, and it's very odd to me that more and more people aren't calling this weird behavior out. Ray is somebody that doesn't need to be platforming her. Wendy is someone that doesn't need to be platforming her. Lala is someone that doesn't need to be platforming her. She did terrible actions, is showing no remorse, and is quadrupling down on how she does not care about it. No matter how many people hold her accountable, it just seems like the streaming community is just going to accept her with open arms regardless of what she said, what she's done. And that is weird, and it needs to be talked about a lot more. At the end of the day though, that is just how I feel. If you want to tell me how you feel, the best place to do would be the comment section down below, because this video is unfortunately over. But if you did enjoy this video, maybe consider giving it a like. And if you want to see more content like this, then maybe consider subscribing, because I post like this every single week. Never miss out on a single upload. If you hit that bell icon, because you'll be notified the millisecond a video goes live. That's enough for me. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace out.